So you may have heard people talking about something called Project 2025. This is a 900-page document put together by the Heritage Foundation, which is a conservative think tank based in Washington, D.C. It's a roadmap for the next conservative president. Democrats in North Carolina and around the country are sounding the alarm about some of its recommendations. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is joining us live from downtown Raleigh with what some worry this could mean for the country. Laura.
Lena, the plan does not say outright that it's intended for a potential second term for former President Donald Trump. And Trump has said more than once that he had nothing to do with it. But the massive document mentions Trump's name 312 times, and dozens of his current and former officials and advisors contributed to it. Democratic Party Chairwoman Anderson Clayton says Project 2025 would gut federal checks and balances to allow a massive consolidation of power in the Oval Office. It proposes remaking federal government by purging career employees and replacing them with loyal political appointees.
They are trying to make a king, a dictator out of the next person that ends up becoming president.
Project 2025 also proposes revoking federal approval for mifepristone, which would effectively ban medication abortion nationwide, and eliminating the Department of Education. It also recommends using the biblical definition of marriage. Raleigh Mayor Pro Tem Jonathan Melton said that worries him and his husband Stephen.
Donald Trump's second-term agenda includes delegitimizing marriages like mine. Trump and his MAGA allies will push to define marriages that are not between a man and a woman as unstable, inferior, and unnatural.
The former president has tried to distance himself recently from Project 2025. Trump said on social media last week he has no idea who is in charge of it and had nothing to do with it. But at a speech at the Heritage Foundation just 2 years ago, Trump thanked the project's leaders for helping him plan his next term.
This is a great group, and they're going to lay the groundwork and detail plans for exactly what our movement will do and what your movement will do when the American people give us a colossal mandate to save America, and that's coming.
This is not the first time the Heritage Foundation has issued recommendations to a potential or incoming president. They also did it in 1981 when Ronald Reagan was elected. The Heritage Foundation says more than 60% of the recommendations it made to him did eventually become policy in the Reagan administration. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.